Welcome again to the Global Blockchain Summit. I'm happily for me joined by Shaun Frankson here, who's the co-founder, correct? Mm-hmm. Yeah, of Plastic Bank, and you'll hear more about that now. But as we get into it, I just want to mention that being part of this in the blockchain community in Colorado and globally, very, very excited about what you're doing. And again, not to steal any thunder from your presentation here or your discussion, but blockchain has a lot of power. And the power goes well beyond things around, of course, Bitcoin and quick cash and currency. Those are probably the things we care less about. But the things that we can use to empower people socially, the democratization power, the environmental impact we can have, and the things we do with it, equality, diversity. It's pretty fascinating. And I think you found a way to touch on just about all that. So no pressure, but if you can tell everybody what you're working with, that would be great.
Sure. So at the Plastic Bank, we make plastic waste a currency to stop ocean plastic. And really the root cause way we do it is to improve livelihoods and make recycling essentially a universal income in which anyone can earn it by recycling. And we kind of put that collector first and continuously look at how does anyone recycling on this planet not just do it as a last resort, but do it as a means to ascend from poverty into that livelihoods. And for us, blockchain is just such an amazing opportunity in that, it just covers so many of the aspects of the benefits of how do we make the world's unbankable, have digital savings accounts, have ID. How do we prove to the world that we're delivering on a promise of doing good? So when we have clients buy plastic with the promise that it helped improve someone's life, it helped stop ocean plastic, we can blockchain verify that supply chain. And really when you look at the world of, we are a for-profit company, but a lot of what we do is very close to charitable, to aid work. And we look at the world of delivering aid, there's just countless examples of well-intentioned things going wrong. But when we can blockchain verify the proof of delivery of that promise of, improving people's lives, of having someone get exactly what we're saying, that's just a powerful thing that can apply to almost anything.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think the trusted element of the fabric, verifiable by anyone, and it's actually huge because it just cuts out all the question marks. And I guess that's what it comes down to is that people lost, for a good reason, lost a lot of the trust in what's going on there. But then it's also a matter of tying together the pieces. One of the things you mentioned in your keynote was about how people's perceptions around being collectors have been an issue, and then you've been combating that in a way. Can you explain what you're doing there?
Yeah, so for us, dignity is such a big thing, and even when you look at the world's poor, people often overlook that that it's humans with human needs, and you even get in a lot of things. People don't always want handouts and charity. They want to, as an individual, earn for their family, earn for themselves, be a part of a community. So we really try to go against the mold of where you do have this kind of organic system around the world. It's called waste pickers, scavengers, but that's literally just demeaning from the first moment as compared to making this whole thing where someone's a professional recycler. It's like even in the app, we have a double-sided rating system to really gamify the dignity of the program, where anyone being rewarded in the program, like an Uber driver,
right?
It's all just how do we make this a better experience for everyone? How do we bring dignity? We bring in community centers with solar power lighting that powers the community lighting, and we just include the entire community, which means it's not just recyclers picking up plastic, it's a community revealing the value, which also reveals the value in people, and really makes that recycling just a means that anyone can get even just the basic things that they need.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's again, fascinating what you're doing. It's really exciting. So organizations, and Global Blockchain Summit is one of the ones that now we're a plastic neutral event. And I really like the concept of it. It's like this carbon credit offsetting deal. Can you explain that a little bit? Maybe we can reach out to people about that
Sure.
kind of a program.
Yeah, so the Global Blockchain Summit's really one of the first plastic neutral events where we look at the amount of people at the event, the amount of plastic being used, and then we can offset that amount in other countries. So though we don't have programs every single place in the world to funnel the plastic to, when we look at that plastic being used, we can put kind of more rewards on top of some of the lower value plastic that wouldn't get collected. Now all of a sudden there's an incentive, someone's earning that above average rate for a lower value plastic, and we're actually removing more plastic from this earth than this event's causing,
Yeah.
which automatically means that at least the world is a better place and
Absolutely.
making progress.
No, I think that's one of the most fantastic things, to be honest with you. I think we can all recognize that there will be times we can't stop this plastic issue in the environment instantly.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen instantly. But we can right now, today, become plastic neutral in our events, environments, whatever, and we are really net, providing that benefit back. So I think that's a fantastic thing for us, for sure. So you mentioned about the future. And where you see this network growing, and I heard some number. So I wanted to kind of work with you on that. How do you see this for the next few years, and where would you like to see it go?
Yeah, so we're kind of designed to scale big time. So again, we're blockchain, Hyperledger Fabric, Linux One, working with Cognition Foundry and IBM with the idea of from day one being on a system to be around the world. So it's my personal responsibility and task to get 1 billion participants.
Yeah.
So we look at how can we just be a conduit for the world to contribute,
Yeah.
and whether it's people setting up programs in their countries, people supporting. Really, I look at the way anyone very soon can just go to the Plastic Bank app and find their path of purpose. So whether you're contributing, whether you're becoming a plastic neutral person, a plastic neutral company,
Right.
plastic neutral event, buying the social plastic products to continuously prove the demand that a consumer, if it has to be plastic,
Right.
wants that plastic to be doing good for the planet. And we scale fast, so we're in Haiti, Philippines, Brazil, just expanding into Indonesia. We'll be India, South Africa, and then really by next year, I hope that the app is intuitive enough in any region to simply start it without our presence. So once we remove us
Fantastic.
from being the slowdown,
Yeah.
to me that's when we're really just through that scale, and then by bringing in the crowd to have other brilliant ideas be those little things that move it forward. That's really how we make a positive impact.
Fantastic. Thank you so much again for being here today, for flying out to the summit. Keynote was inspirational, and we couldn't be more excited about the work that you guys are doing. So really, thanks again for being here, and we hope to see you in the fall for the next event.
Perfect.
Great to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
All right, thanks, Shaun.
Thank you.
Take care.